What's up, Collide? One thing you need to know about me right off the bat is that I love movies. And one of my favorite things in movies is when a character is living a totally normal day and has absolutely no clue that they're standing in a life-changing moment. Like Miles Morales in the movie Into the Spider-Verse. He's just hanging out, spray painting some art in a tunnel. He's not thinking anything about his destiny. He's thinking about graffiti, right? Meanwhile, the universe is like, you're about to become Spider-Man, buddy, all right? Or Frodo in Lord of the Rings, when he goes to check on his Uncle Bilbo after his party and then finds himself on a quest to destroy the ring that everyone else is after to save the world. See, he definitely wasn't thinking, I'm about to help save the world from being overtaken by evil. That's not what he was thinking. It's wild how small an action, one decision, ends up being connected to something massive they never saw coming. It makes you wonder how many small moments in our lives are a part of something bigger than we realize. See, most of us, whether we say it out loud or not, imagine helping God as some massive dramatic moment. Like we need to do something heroic or life-changing or Instagram-worthy. We think once I'm older, or once I know more, once I'm more confident, once I'm more spiritual, then God can use me. But in the meantime, we assume we're just here, living life. Just going through normal day, doing normal things with normal people. And because of that, we miss the fact that God does some of his most meaningful work in the smallest of moments. Moments that don't feel important when they're just happening. Moments we forget about by the end of the day. But there's a tension we feel. What if God is doing something around us right now? And we're too busy, too distracted, too unsure to notice it. We don't always feel spiritually ready. We don't always feel qualified. We don't always feel bold. Sometimes we don't even feel like we're doing enough in our own faith, let alone helping anyone else. And because of that, we talk ourselves out of being available. But what if helping God doesn't start with being impressive? What if it starts with being interruptible, available, willing? That's exactly what the disciples were doing in this story we're about to look at. Nothing extraordinary, just responsive. Today in groups, you'll be looking at Luke 19:28-40. In this story, Jesus is about to enter Jerusalem. Crowds are gathering. Prophecies are about to be fulfilled. This is a huge moment. But before any of that happens, Jesus turns to two disciples and says something surprisingly ordinary. So we're going to read in Luke 19:30-31. Here's what that says. "Go into that village over there," he told them. "As you enter it, you will see a young donkey tied that no one has ever ridden. Untie it and bring it here. If anyone asks, 'Why are you untying that colt?' just say, 'The Lord needs it.'" Guys, that's it. Their job is to run and get a donkey, right? It's to run an errand. It's not glamorous. It's not dramatic. It's not heroic, but their small obedience becomes the setup for one of the most iconic scenes in Scripture. As Jesus enters the city, people are throwing down cloaks, they're waving branches, they're praising him, and the prophecy from Zechariah is fulfilled. But none of that happens without the disciples doing something so simple. See, they helped where Jesus was already working. They didn't need to be impressive. They just needed to be willing. Following Jesus means helping where God is already at work. So where is God at work in your life? Not in grand gestures, but in the ordinary moments, like encouraging a stressed out friend, serving at church, being kind to someone who's struggling, helping a sibling, being present for someone who's feeling alone, giving time to someone who needs it. Helping where God is at work starts with saying, "Here I am, use me." So Collide, as we leave, I want you to think about this one thing. How can God use you this week in the ordinary? We'll see you next week.